toy.
Any na year to force and be more inflation rate no pressure babeto so exchange rate no so sa pressure da so say ya na buy no any one no so for no ma yesese ne ntotoye ye wo mo no ebe hwe ho no mo
na odin sam to dwa kire mu se 24-hour economy no nya se wonum keke ka no wonum no e de fin kwa wonum ebe bo modem repam e de akomra se be fiem no akoka ho nsem yie
na betting tax any e-levy any tax ahodo bi a wo ye se wo betwem na nanso mra se be fie ho no was it to be o enye se bi a abolish wo mo se to be na ta say wo mo be ye nti no to be abolished
nanya
enti mo aye mamo information no ankrofo se yetwam no was it to be abolished to asuma me
dom kuma no so kire se NDC fo di atoro mu bua o mani o mu jaye ni sika sem ye o mu jaye no na sika sem agina na so pa strong financial economy enom di ma NDC fo
Nene ya si ye yisike bi 100 billion choppable Ghana cedis wama allocate na baby omode akoto omode to e de atwen bosumi bia allowance wama mpanyi ye se wode be ma assembly members no
me ko pribi
me kura me ko jira wo bosomtwe
sao me stand pampa so e ho na ekoromu a
sisi ade esika bem
me pre pampa so ei ya ba ko yanim Pataban na Pataban mane bo kire se humbiatu ama emunsem deja ya dinchiremu ebeba
enti budget kuro ya se majority ne minority ya wo mo mra hyebedwefie ne obi a kire na adwere wo mo kasa ya budget fo ka wo mo so mo se ya budget papa no wo mo so eka
ni bebre na yade eba anwumre no nsia kase no emu na yani adikase ibai Wofa Atta Afia Broni ni mimitin mene
Nana Afia Broni pope big pesa white ayo lady mia minie amamre piesie adwumedie soronko aye de brew ewo Oyerepa TV so enu nti woye frafreni woye asanteni anwuneni woye hwanhwan wale ni chese kase bia woka bia amamre piesie woka ho de ya ne se woti wo krom kasa te se mia metie mete papa ne wo jami afrafra meka no fie ha no wo bedwane afenso so emeka bi ma menyame advert afenso so
mwana ngene
enso ya den kasa we yala we enti wo de yensa wo ti ukrom kasa na woni mu krom amane ene amamre ene wawie kra no aba be forms 50 Ghana cedis pe edru ho a wo so aba be kire wo bobre enuane ahodo a moye wo mu krom chasa wo be kire wo krom bibia e wo dwumedie su tini ato ni di se amamre piesie reality show na wo pe information foforo bia 0591 707983 0591 707983 and what you Oyerepa TV ne Promise TV no ebi a wo screen so ema ye wunyaye na say multi TV for no aye niema ba ko mienu bi ntino TV stations in bebre free so na mom o riskania Oyerepa TV and Promise TV no ebesa ba amade ye kwaso bia wenye bi ahwe feto homopathic clinic say yade bi ti say stroke infertility fibroid diabetes pressure sexual weakness and stomach ulcer asthma STD arthritis and wani na ye oya feto fit ahenema kokobe 18 mu number obe fresi so ye 0246 728 675 0556 272 671
enti wonum ni nyuma ko dudu ya aka na bo amanwumre kase no ye de somo brapa mo ni aka ye de wadwato ne beto mountain so na mahu ni wonum so eton yanko ya nim kase no ni nkire mu se de siti enhwe ne mfama mo eze so am interchange ya ma budget num nango fosi ni se ni aduru na aka wonu onya focus ato force so afọ ye ohwe sika sem to so finance minister na no pai wokoko pie mrase odwafiem said amamra ene hihye no etie na wokoye wakoke nkan komasi kan ya de a wa kire wo ma no bra no said ebesi akono na enumu no wode atodwa wo kirim se nyame anu nukure ni wombeka NDC ba yo mbeto wo ma ne atu akuro te se dwobu pa sikasemu wo ma no wansere bo ehu se ya ne se wo mba ye no abani ekode odane de ma wonum no hwinim yere se ene ode ade tu mu ati twire unya bibia ya abefa ya sikasem no atete apansam papa edurachiri wo se deep economic crisis ana wonum eba ebeto ye nanso ni nyina mu no wo se NDC aban bebo moten no aye de obetumi bia na wode asose ni atete apansam Ezekiel 37 no mpe ya akokwa na ato apansam no NDC amanyokuo onum bebo moden ayi nkonya bi ombetimi ama ene no mpe no aba betuatua so na entini abefam ho we di akata ho no hom ya bem na asode agina yi nyankropon aye.
Mr. Speaker, hands on heart, we inherited an economy in deep crisis. Mr. Speaker, an economy hard hit with debt and beset by other fiscal challenges, such as large accumulation of MDRS, energy sector shortfalls, and financial sector payments. Mr. Speaker, recommitment control and reckless public spending have reversed the progress made in fiscal consolidation, even under the IMF program that commenced in the year 2023. Mr. Speaker, notwithstanding the gains made under the IMF-supported program that was to achieve through the painful sacrifice of domestic bondholders, external creditors, and taxpayers, the economy remains in distress. Right Honorable Speaker, key performance indicators to be assessed by the IMF staff in the upcoming fourth review of the program scheduled for April 2025, such as the primary balance on commitment basis, inflation, social protection, and others, as at end 2024, are likely missed. Right Honorable Speaker, in addition, all structural benchmarks due by end December 2024 are also missed. So, Speaker, inflation worsened in the year 2024 from 23.2% in the year 2023 to 23.8% in 2024.
Na enumu no to aso no kirem se ba be si afra se awieye 31st December 2024 eka na aban de contract for nko a contractors na ye o man ye sidi o pepe ye brombu no de osianso akiripo enum 67.5 billion Ghana cedis ya na cocoa board ka enka ho ECG ka enka ho ave IPPP independent power producers wonum so na enka ho ne wo kan contract for enko contractors enko 67.5 billion Ghana cedis.
Mr. Speaker, when I assumed office on the 23rd of January 2025, my office was inundated with requests for payment from many contractors and suppliers. To ascertain the total arrears and outstanding payment for all MDAs, the Ministry of Finance decided to formally request all MDAs on the 28th of January 2028 to submit information on all arrears and outstanding claims for validation. Subsequently, Mr. Speaker, the Ministry of Finance held a special hearing with the MDAs to validate the arrears that were submitted for payment. The response from the MDAs and the validation revealed that a staggering amount of 67.5 billion Ghana cedis is owed to government contractors and suppliers. Mr. Speaker, this consists of MDA's outstanding interim payment of invoices worth 49.2 billion and bank transfer advice at the Controller Accountant General worth 18.3 billion Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, this 67 billion excludes 1.73 billion US dollars owed to independent power producers. This 67 billion also excludes 68 billion Ghana cedis owned by Electricity Company of Ghana to contractors. Mr. Speaker, this 67 billion US dollars also excludes the 32 billion owned by the Ghana Cocoa Board to contractors. And Mr. Speaker, this 67.5 billion also excludes the 5.75 billion owned by the Ghana Road Fund to various contractors.
Ononya for kesa to force ni anayati.
Yeah, that's why. Yejina budget ya kenkan ni mu yera kesla to force ne ya we o mai sana hene ene sani okomra shebedwe fia no de budget ne ho sam tudwa no ene na woto aso na woto aso no ene wodi tudwa se ene inflation rate baby apeja kwa koduru no chase wodwen wa wonte ase ene pressure pa ene aba beto so apart from eno so kra no exchange rate rate no cedi to dollar and dollar to cedi no eno so no eno so pressure da so a chase bia dollar ni gina soro en wo hyehyɛ cedi ni blow so saa nti cedi no waye peche waye memre wagene ho anye enu nti ni nyina wo se pressure da so na enu no wo kyerɛ mu sɛ aban wei aba no waye hyehyɛ bebre ya wode beboa sɛ de be ya inflation rate no anye bia betumi akɔ single digit no na sɛ edwomu bowura wa eniema no ebe fofofo kama kan inflation rate ateba fom a ya na niema nso so yi kakra na se exchange rate no so ekoyi a ya na eboa ma ye sidi no so etumi peja ejina ne naso kakra enu nti wo se wo maye ntoto ya wo mo ebehwe saade no na entoto ya wo no maye no ebinie wa che se aban ne ba behwe na why establishment Ghana Gold Board na is a gold board no wo mo ba bete no wo mo te sa institution no a ebeboa behwe baby a ye gold koguo na che se wo mo atoto niema yi wo hopa se da be ye betumi aboa ye afen so foreign exchange no sane ye de sika kwaje dollar ye de cedi kwaje dollar ye de dollar kwaje cedi ne sa niema no eno so wo mbehwe no wo mahyehye niema yi se da be ya ye sika no ebetumi egira ne naso na aboa ye rato force no de bebre no aka ho asei eno otiremu.
Mr. Speaker, to address inflation, government will implement a number of measures to complement the Bank of Ghana and monetary authorities. Mr. Speaker, the measures to stabilize the exchange rate include the following. We will be establishing the Ghana Gold Board to enhance the generation of accumulation of forex to support the stability of the Ghana cedi. The Bank of Ghana will continue to implement its FS forward auction to support the stability of the Ghana cedi. Government strong fiscal consolidation through the reduction in public sector spending and the fiscal deficit will reduce the pressure on the exchange rate. Mr. Speaker, our import substitution drive under the 24-hour economy involving domestic production of key products originally imported will reduce import and related excess requirements, boding well for FX stability. Right Honourable Speaker, we are addressing the inflation problems through a number of measures, including the following. First, specific interventions including the Agriculture for Economic Transformational Agenda is expected to increase food production and reduce food inflation. The government will implement policies that target items with large weight in the CPI basket, such as transportation and utility, to reduce their prices. Mr. Speaker, our aggressive fiscal consolidation drive aimed at reducing the fiscal deficit and borrowing will contribute significantly to reducing inflationary pressures. Right Honourable Speaker, our strategy to improve exchange rate stability will reduce imported inflation and fuel prices. And Mr. Speaker, the Bank of Ghana will maintain an appropriate monetary policy stance and use its liquidity management interventions to support the disinflation process. Right Honourable Speaker, to achieve our expenditure-led fiscal consolidation objectives, we will implement the following measures. Mr. Speaker, I now take you to our expenditure measures.
Na owie no se enye no nko ane ebeye ye be ma ye ni ekọ agreke ho ne pa wase agreke ho no nso ye me ye ni bere wasanse ho so etimi di sika bade bia ni padidi enti si ye hwe na agreke dwumedie no konkan a me kire kuayo no konkan a ebeboa ma sika befia ngaza eno nti wase bibi de Agriculture for Economic Transformation Agenda eno so yade a wo de ba na etumi aboa ma nuane ni so bu na nkrofo nya nuane di basa inflation nso kra no etumi ba fom kakra e ma ne makoyi eno so sei eno ochemu.
Right Honourable Speaker, we are addressing the inflation problems through a number of measures, including the following. First, specific interventions including the Agriculture for Economic Transformational Agenda is expected to increase food production and reduce food inflation. The government will implement policies that target items with large weight in the CPI basket, such as transportation and utility, to reduce their prices. Mr. Speaker, our aggressive fiscal consolidation drive aimed at reducing the fiscal deficit and borrowing will contribute significantly to reducing inflationary pressures. Right Honourable Speaker, our strategy to improve exchange rate stability will reduce imported inflation and fuel prices. And Mr. Speaker, the Bank of Ghana will maintain an appropriate monetary policy stance and use its liquidity management interventions to support the disinflation process. Right Honourable Speaker, to achieve our expenditure-led fiscal consolidation objectives, we will implement the following measures.
When you pay attending K. Wamay Sana Henayura, Kameyaka Ken, Dr. Kessela Toforson, Wano and Artist, Wajina Rasha, if you are the budget once to Jano.
Na Osina and Kropon Yadma Brepem, Abano, Ebebo Motin, at the 24-hour economy, Shishano, Ako Mrasibi de Fium. Ochiremwa anyase e kan wasresem de yi empasre ana ye de te ho kwanemum ye ni suade hunu aban no ene edana kuma so papa pa ya wo kire ne woka kwasi rumba kase wo mini jode baba ye adwuma na ebekomra so yefie koba ne saa no na enya wie pa yo ebeboa ama enyuma ebuso papa ma omanfo dodo no a ene benya enyuma ayo frisi adwuma no ye beko no anopa ne awia ne anajo ne ade na ebeboa ama kwa ba dedem na omanfo dodo no anya adwuma na afi omanfo dodo no enya enyuma eyo no na sikasem ene enyini epegya ko nanim na enya ne ntu ogira so.
Right Honourable Speaker, the key policy intervention to support economic transformation and job creation agenda include the following. So, Speaker, the 24-hour economy aimed at stimulating economic growth by creating an enabling environment for businesses and institutions to operate 24/7 in 3 shifts of 8 hours each to boost production, promote productivity, and generate well-paying jobs. We will be presenting the policy to Parliament in due course for consideration. Accordingly, Mr. Speaker, the Labour Act, the GIPC Act, and other enabling legislations will be reviewed to support the 24-hour economy policy.
Yo, afei ochiremu a aban ayi sikabotene sidi no o PPP edu $10 billion mpo American dollars ya wode babe wura bibi mu anu sa adwuma de ni so de wo frɛ no big push ya babe boa na afei aton chani a aban ede no abi ebe certain team Ghana Gold Board ama ni nyina ebeko yi a wo kire mu a afie mu afeda metoso afie mu no obesa anema nyina.
Right Honourable Speaker, we will roll out the implementation of the $10 billion big push policy for strategic infrastructure development to open up the country and drive sustainable economic growth. Right Honourable Speaker, the Ghana Gold Board will be established in the course of the year and as soon as possible. So, Speaker, we will stabilize the Ghana cedi and provide stability to the macroeconomy. We will implement an economic transformational agenda underpinned by structural reforms anchored on promoting modernized agriculture, agribusiness and value addition for import substitution, export and job creation. Mr. Speaker, we will complement monetary policy with fiscal and real sector policies to reduce inflation. Food inflation will be reduced through the implementation of the Agriculture for Economic Transformation agenda anchored on our 24-hour economy. Right Honourable Speaker, we will undertake key structural reforms to support inclusive economic growth, fiscal and debt sustainability, sound public financial management, efficient public service delivery, and good governance. Mr. Speaker, we will restructure the Bank of Ghana to strengthen its independence and operationalize its efficiency mandate. Mr. Speaker, we will ensure that social protection is adequately catered for in the course of the year.
Afei wo kiremu aban no niama do ya obeto iya yeye bi o manga na mu ndi aban bebo modi ato Ghana de no a na wode akanyan se ye to Ghana ye niama made in Ghana goods no aban de akanyan sa ahom no omanfo age atomti ekoba se wo se aban no ekokoto nkonwa ana mpafiri baby ni ade na ebi Ghana ha de no ane beto ne aye ne Ghana ha wasa aban eto apepensa na asa anwamo koma MPs no mu di parliament no mu ye adwuma anwamo ye free Ghana mu ongo to Cote d'Ivoire de na aboa amomanfo anya rehemu se ye ne aye de no eboa pa.
We use government procurement to drive made in Ghana agenda to promote production and consumption of made in Ghana goods. Right, Honorable Speaker, to demonstrate this agenda, as I said, I came to this House with a presentation of a bag proudly made in Ghana by Horseman. Mr. Speaker, this should be encouraged. Right, Honorable Speaker, beginning this year, we will formalize the export of Ghanaian labor to other countries. We will ensure a structured and beneficial system for Ghanaian workers seeking employment abroad and create safer legal pathway for them to work in foreign countries while protecting their rights and welfare. Mr. Speaker, this will also reduce illegal migration, prevent worker exploitation, and maximize the economic benefits of remittance and boost foreign exchange earnings.
Dr. Kessel Ato Forcing, Finance Minister, Nini Nwati.
Na yadaswa yewo budget nsam no ampanyin force de ne nam ho apaso no na kire se eno a de awie ntino yadaswa ye ginem na ye Ato Forcing wakasa ye pa wonsa mo bekaye a wo mampanyin John Dramani Mahama wo beba no wade to Ghana fo anim se ade a Japan se wo mai mu ode na yesa de taxi ahodo asa be gugu so basa no ya papa enu nti wo ba taxis a ehu hia no wo mo betwetwem na no kwasem ne se ebra Ato Forcing ko pie mu omrahye bedwefie no wakasa fa taxis ne ho papa wo se bibi ti se electronic transfer levy de ka ne se e-levy no eno say wo mo betwem sa no ka no to be abolished eno ati wo say emission levy eno so mo betwem afa VAT no a ye de aba beto insurance so na no me kwotwa insurance na misu insurance ne ya pagya bo na kwosoro sei o so eno so wo betwem ti ebesa ba beduru bebi eda no a na wi ye no so free one mo a na kire se ye free bibi small scale miners wo mo so kra no ye se tax da wo mo mining djubedie ne so eno so no aban so obetwem na wo kire se de ntia wo kase ye betwem no enye se bi afa no wo kwadwene ho wo madwen ho awia ye bibia de aka budget ne ho na emom no se emrahye bedwafo tena se no wo mo bobo ho na wo mo budget ni tumu dia na te se efri sa bre na ekono sa levi ni nyina tin tai enye dwuma biem.
Right, Honorable Speaker. Despite our commitment to increase the non-oil tax revenue by 0.6%, we have programmed the following nuisance taxes for removal in line with our manifesto promise. Mr. Speaker, we will abolish the 10% withholding tax on betting. We will abolish the electronic transfer levy, e-levy of 1%. We will abolish the emission levy, otherwise as a Wednesday tax. We will abolish the VAT on motor vehicle insurance policy. Mr. Speaker, we will abolish the 1.5% withholding tax on unprocessed gold by small-scale miners. Mr. Speaker, the removal of these taxes will ease the burden on households and improve their disposable income. In addition, it will support business growth and improve tax compliance. Right, Honorable Speaker, the tax refund account has been abused in recent years, and therefore, we are reducing the current tax refund ceiling by 2 percentage points from 6% to 4% of total revenue. By reducing the ceiling on the tax refund from 6% to 4%, right, Honorable Speaker, we have saved the taxpayer 3.8 billion Ghana cedis. This amount is enough to close the revenue shortfalls from the removal of the e-levy and the betting levy.
Eti wase betting levy e-levy mining levy ediebe levy ni nyina no wom de omso mbetwem ti se emrahye bedwafo approval no anesa hyase ye adwuma kama pa atofo sensa to asobiem ene wo se ye revenue anase kwan fa so ye nye sika wo man ni mu no eduru bebi na ase ate abafom papa enu ntie kwaba asa na ma aban no kwosesa tax begu nkrofo so ne ade nti wo se taxes na wo ba beyi ede efri so no eno kra betumi aboa ama ne metumi akoye eno so sei eno okire mu
to address the concerns from well-meaning Ghanaians on how we are going to close the revenue shortfalls as a result of the removal of selected taxes. The answer is that we have stopped the bleeding. Mr. Speaker, accordingly, with this budget, we will amend the Revenue Administration Act 2016, Act 915. This measure will improve the tax revenue net of tax refund by 2%, representing 0.3% of GDP. Mr. Speaker, in line with government policy, the 2025 minimum wage recently negotiated with the National Tripartite Committee will be zero rated. This is consistent with our resolve to protect the poor and the vulnerable. Mr. Speaker, again, without increasing the levy, we will also review the Energy Sector Levies Act to consolidate the energy debt recovery, the energy sector recovery levy, and the sanitation and pollution levy into one levy and use the proceeds to cater for energy sector shortfalls and service the inherited debt service obligation. Mr. Speaker, the research has just begun.
Enti hwehwemu na hyase yera kesela to force no no wase nkrofo bisa se na tax amu yi levidie mu yi VAT mu yi moto car for insurance de free ho mu yi small scale miners for de free ho we nyina se mu yi wi akwa be so na mbefa mu benye sika de abo man ne bra no wase hwe ya plan dada ne na mo hwehwemu bi so kura ekoso no nya asem ke 20 ne mama nwene ho kura mon kama kuma entumuyem
Yankwai na budget no ne kinkan wono nyamfo kesa atofo sen wo kinkan ye wie ye no dom kuma no asase ya wonum etechiro no adwen e ho ya wonum kasafa ho a na dom kuma wonum ra se dwani ya wo ginam de mo manfo wonum okaga abato mbasua so wono nyamfo Dr. Mohammed Amin Antam MPP abani a enche ye twemu na wona ye soafo hwesi kasam tutwe so ne ade wo se atropa na wononyafo atofo sen wa behwe Ghana fo anim atwa akere yai wo se anya no korese NDC fo ba betu sikasem atete apansam na NPP amanyoku wonum ekono sikasem agina na so wa hoden wa na ntuo gina so na wonum gya no akire ede ma abane a wabai nti waba wonya na yampe a wototo ne ade no na wonhwe so wonya adwuma firi sensem mu ka no nya no kore abane etwa mu no eja sikasem a na ejina yie pa enema NDC for.
To start with, as you all heard the minister has confirmed to the whole world today that the economy we handed over to the NDC government was a strong economy. We have been telling Ghanaians that the economy was not in crisis. President Mahama used the soda to lament over an economy which was not in crisis. And yet he told Ghanaians the economy was in crisis. The Minister for Finance also tried to do same. But however, we all heard him alluding to the fact that this economy is a strong economy. We watched the hesitation when it came to announcing the growth figures. We also watched the hesitation by the minister when it came to the debt levels, the debt to GDP levels. The reality is that as of the end of last year, 2024, growth rate, real GDP growth, was 5.7%. And this was released just yesterday by the Ghana Statistical Service, confirmed by the minister today. We took over from the NDC in 2016 with a growth rate of 3.4%.
Yo, na owie ya no, ano oto so no tirim se anya hwe kura wonu nu se foreign gross reserve wonum ema ne koduru opepe aburaburu nwotwe akiri ponkron $8.9 billion ya na enye sika ketwa kura yentie no
NDC government $8.9 billion of gross international reserves. And that was the equivalent of 4 months of import cover. The NDC handed over in 2016 with import cover of 3.5%. 2016, we left them with 4 months of import cover. In this year's budget, 2025, they are projecting to achieve 3 months of import cover, which is even worse than what they recorded in 2016.
Ononya for Mohammed Amin Antam ne aniati.
Ne
Mamenko amani swan
ayo.
Na mene Korea MP Swame abatombe so onumra sejani. Lawyer John Dakon eni nkomo. Budget ne kenkan ya bawie eja say adoso no ne adeade na wa mra sejani budget ya kenkan wie ya tese wa hyase wono so kire na adwen efa ho bi onkra de ya tese wo kase wa hu ne so am interchange no budget ne nko ade ya kire se budget ne waste of time ai no anu ampani se de osusu na niwa la owedi anwumre yi wa yire paso me am adwone akwa bai
we am da me chawo no watiefo nyina
wedi lawyer ansa ne bekom kakra no tofua budget wo uhu ne sai na yakase ma budget no edin bi a ka edin be na wo de beto so
ka se me medin dia e ka me ka se bi asakawa budget e bisa budget we ni mu se de me kwa me hu bi da na da nko a me ne he ase ba ko mo ka ya me be ho ye and say was say aban was so beti women's banko na aban edisika Ghana sika 51 million Ghana cedis na enyambia no ya di 51 million Ghana cedis at the bank. Uko Bank of Ghana na we some so person at the bank. The capital minimum capital requirement $400 million. We say what the 51 million Ghana cedis and at was a fancy bank. We say would be a friend big push you know would they $10 billion and I bear dear baby yuma kofa sika ya famra sika ti me de buy $800 million $800 million yam fa say can you have $1 billion dollars in fee na ya bidin afibia me in fee na ya who know half of the 10 billion big push project now can they do 4 billion and then you know and trone and near my NCC so budget no ubu samia abemaka say honestly saka budget me de nam say ye mami tie senka meti bibi afa me so am constituency so man che kwan a e beye no ehon sem no ha me me ameka say lo budget na e kwetena wetie me de to me no na memre na maselo e bi say man che ade e beboa me ne mpesua so magazine for ade mu hia ba ko ene say TV no a biana edwan ne betina gina ho policies o mo de ba ma hu ade e beboa say e be ma dollar no egina fa ko o ba ayi swame market e wo me swame constituency central market ade e ma me no pen say food inflation e be ko from aduane ebo e be ba from me tie budget no I didn't see any clear policy on that enti any asoya gaya atutu part of we have got now and just and papa bia na asoya yego
eje se omu ka se budget ni ye kasongo budget no oni onum ya adwen
because I mean the two pack of it o ma de jaga
na yensha ni say tax ahodo yi ani ene de ginan na Ghana for hwe no mu se nke na owura atofo so ko eno awose yatwam nanso also kire se wo mu beye nsakiremu o mu beye nhwemu ahodo bi review age adwenkire ne ade bi na enu si a na ne ba beyi ade afiri ho sa ne kwan so a ana
oh but see the business the concern the person when you taxes no be free ho na the reho we say you dey find the man na di bunkum age na me sure ade ba ko a ebeba gas a free gas a produce a ton e generate electricity no gas a ton $7 ye tum e dey akọ $8 gas e generate electricity enti say gas no bo e kwosoro pe electricity bo e be kwosoro ye hwedie me say budget we saka wa budget I say gas gas de be generate power you will do so at my industries one particular company for the Central Ceramics and other oil and gas companies you supply gas na abada than subsidies that's what it's gas no so said the bear a bema omutinga sadi padodo and a bit because of attractive investment abba into various industries because the gas is cheap abbalance or better gas the ebesi say they say no almost all companies no munya gas no at a cheaper price no omuniama no ebe cost the cost of production will go up the cost of production go up maybe no ye consumers say ni betua ye ntimi anto amaniama an kwahwehwa obeyi ni paid when the company if you say or produce 1,000 let's say 1,000 there the bar market that's only 200 is sold because they buy there that's what go super produce I don't say who dey into on consumer produce it ni pa mu ye adwuma ho there are so many companies here they received subsidized tax gas from Ghana Gas was it any be if you are one bit your consumers and now eventually you pass the cost no to and you know a very populist budget be and now o ma be within no go visit any attended tax as so near my boy the cost if you say you increase gas it is very like I said saka what tax budget ni nim de eka o de bonkuma wa no de nifa age
yo they say only osuamefo ya budget mo hu interchange e wo mu je say enfie nan we de mfuturo no ande e bebo a
well and now oba was see sector ministers no ebe sa ababak I mean who be crowd and can there be an finance minister present full budget we be you know say sector ministers in back no so edomu programs aba it's me chair minister for roads the program of the baba who is that name wakeka baby or this kirk kokoko who hear water region was when you say 200 million yagubo bobia ye nti ye try sector minister ba na so ebe chechemi ne enwu dia ene na enu mu behwehwe mu o man we fi say Ghana fo nyina na etua tax so amefo Kumasi fo ye nyina na etua tax e wo Ghana ha ye etua tax ese baby bebre e wo man mu eniza ban sika o wa say dibi esiesie ye interchange na o say ye dibi esiesie and interchange no honestly speaking I just want to consent in the best ever Kumasi nyina ni asantba in fact international road they be call all the way to Burkina and in Niger. And it is important to have all your location. A bit be better from intention, never be a few. A because now, I say it looks like a near abandoned priority. But because I can completely say money is allocated for completion of this all important project.
La man, you may Oyerepa so no I say na ja yenya damra say budget no unu nu ya adwen aye kasongo ye o malanga bona we o dress on abo yama bye and that's it honorable lawyer John Dako so am about to be so asumra che dwani was one there o sorry anopa edware ye ball pa da kotra mra che dwafie mu anumre won so mra ne adaje no akose ne kwa
Abuja for ya so ye gina budget ni mu na yero kesela to force nchese aban na yisike bia esombo 100 million Ghana cedis ato ho na ni nyina ne se wo mo ba bayi ne kakra e de etuatua assemblyman fo ka we nhyada nya ketua se ye de ma wo mo na mom e allowance abosumi bia no ye beyi ama wo mo na wo se de nti aban we etu sa na mo no ene se assemblyman fo wo mo so mo ye adwuma pa wo mo bre papa ene obi yere kura bo no assemblyman ho nchen wo ko wo bi pa so ase kura de ye friend se ni container siso a e assemblyman anadwo de suo ma akronfo ba area assemblyman ene ye kɔ frɛ no nti wo mo no adwuma wo mo je ede ma nkuro nketoa no enye dwuma ketoa kura no nti entimi hwɛ wo mo fala saa na emom na wase ye bibi ma wo mo no nti ene wo mampanyi John Dramani Mahama ene NDC aban aye ne sɛ wo mo ba be hyase etuatua assemblyman for allowance nkakra no nti sɛ sika no de wo mo de be ye sɛ adwuma no.
Mr. Speaker, we have also allocated an amount of 7.5 billion Ghana cedis to the District Assembly Common Fund. In accordance with our decentralization policy, we propose to Parliament that a minimum of 80% of the funds allocated to the District Assembly Common Fund should be sent directly to the district assemblies to spur economic growth at the district level and deepen decentralization. Mr. Speaker, it is worth noting that another amount of 100 million Ghana cedis has been allocated for the payment of monthly allowance to all assembly members.
Eni okwati ye Kesel ato force no mai sana hene.
Yankanfo Divine Mercy Cosmetics enfama on na nwumre se wo pa ba bia bekọ na wanya nsamna papa de adware ma wede no atoso na open kupa ya de be sra ma wede no aye soche na se sibre ya esi nsuo ho ye pa chobo modern na epe Divine Mercy Cosmetics Erica Cosmetics e kira kwan na omwa ye pa cho enu ya papa ya de be gu ho perfume sa papa ya ba bia be wura bia be nsampa nkapa ewo Divine Mercy Cosmetics what do you know be about no say man no or the executive new occasional dresses about face shoes any slippers snippers out of free UK any US about makeups no near ntuma no amote de bon was so de na ka de nyina aba di ya na wa ba gbi di akwa ho 0553457200 0553457200 eso na yeah fre na Divine Mercy Cosmetics wabo moten waje so yenko yanim o gina so a yenko yo yeko amaso na yakọ akodi nkomo na ayenti ya yensa aka asante achimatifi potem wonum asante bantem apataban yesi ehun bi atu wonum ama ne yade aba anu oten pa na yabase yene Majida electoral area wonum small honorable bedwa assembly member onyamfo sika na Jackson Selasi edin komo honorable anyumre ya mo adwo Oyerepa so nie
ya ja pablo na what say
wa ba dia da ma ye ho ye pa na so
na mi ado me ho ye pa
wa da ma pa cho de airport na esi ewo o abato afefare num o electoral area ho
no so the other for ya so make am o tie for na e wo say elu a so ke se bia e to awo agogo ye important ho nyina no e ko bia ye fe no Majida awo me e ka me me area electoral area ho no so as ato ama ni ma be ya se ho no ye di kai no ye school da na school for le ekom no so nyina pa ama koko shed ba ku bi so ho ya mo to koko because the whole area area to motor cocoa so mo and so ni na so apa amount for do no work about 20 people omo ni na omo dan so apa electricity work on ni na so e bia na wo no na ebu atu electricity ahoma so high tension ama ahoma ni na de da form sabe e kasa ni na de da form if you are there e see wo Majida ikomo enjo ani
yeni kan hwe suku ni de no eze suku dan so apa ba koko se ade so bia nke be kwa akosere ade suku fuo ya koguma mu masu ade nso so apa yi ene nkora ne ko suku o mu go suku
de o mu se ene pa na de sie no ene pa na nkwa ni na ba gogo ye be ye oba we ye sport
nti kwani nyina afikro mo area ho nyina mabagogo nti ene eye kasa no nyina magogo o nyina obi anko school ho ne
anti ombe wie games no ombe ba no ombe nso school da so apa
aha ombe wie finance ke kono ana be ho so e bi ho ne
asemo eda no na ayeti fanto gira hoyi wow na woni a wonum fie so apepa wo se adan be se aduonu no eze wonum so abraboni asetrema tesai
okay
woni a wo si wonum adan so apepa wo mu fie so apepa ne ade no eze wo mu so ahin na o mu te bobra
ade si endo wo magiza so enya so situa ni pododo no anda bonti ni pododo no anda bonti ede da o enough for munche ebi ga omo relatives nchen enti ebi no create na ho sa ma de achi because eko the hanu ayeko kituam enti ho da se ho da wo picture na mo chene mo no obi asi da e bia ba fu mienu pe enti se sa atonwe chene si a wo out me ho de ebe si o ega na ma se ni chene no ho
ene ye hwe pa wo Facebook
enti eye we ho so pa good no ada say enti ebi no da bonti wo akura wo da kwa no a yes no beda e wo nyina fo enti e so mu nyina wo tumi gira abonti sa ama de aki
na ye nrese obi aho anka de obi ankwa ho anka
we de na mi ada ma obi aho anka ba say that dey see endo pa no se kan kwa no wo ho pa dia ka se ma be se ka ya se kitwa ade esi wo pon sen kwanu wo school pa sen kwanu ba e me bobo wa amoba sala ka de be se elu anu ka na yen ti asembe
jese esi area jese esi area data
esi around 6 to 7 Dublin that time no na dey play
okay esi 6 to 7
almost 5 to 6 more.
Yo, honorable, yate, ye jam walk on him, ebia wadis, ekoba ni say, mo district no, Asante Achim North, mo district no, not move for, Umate, na Umate, Assemble, Numaka, na Mombe, Numutua found.
The woman say, not move for no, and no buy. On the field, but according to say Kasano, this has been the Enyejuma. Now, because MC anyone to know. Who call this as a not move for cry. We live items here anyhow. And the kind of assembly now, I not move for Equa Cosra, almost the Dicacana Echo, and I'm only why I'm the Mustapha and Ember. And see, my friend original executive study. I would say, not more for no estimate, the Anamofa Emra. And they say that more for a woman estimate, and they are called Kumasi. Because they say I will have the beyond the record say, you need to be Abua victims. The whole one, the MP so actually part of the MP, so also all parliamentary budget, what to the come home, Amaya Korea, I don't know, and she also bar. Answer na onuba be fiala ho di onu subede ebeka
yeah now I say honorable Sekena Jackson Selassie ana etin kan Majida electoral area yeah was anti achimeti femens one bedwa ba assembly member nene ana yati school for no ye games wo agogo na be na otwe umba
Enze baby o me ba beto aso ne asem no.
Ya ze ho de odie mu.
Ayo me die mbe ni. Na yento aso ene budget ye ko so no. Ene ye se dru so ebiem. Minority ne majority no ye kan budget ni wie ye no bia kire na adwene. Majority for no aye NDC for no kire se budget we di asumdwe budget pa asumdwe he ehia ode nyina asumdwe budget pa and finance minister wode ba ye na dipa wode yamane bofo Emmanuel Kwaku ansa ya wono wogina emrahye badwafie ema promise ne Oyerepa edi nkomo MP ewada honorable comfort doye wono de kasa ya wo so budget ne ye kama fine ejirane na so asumdwe budget Eni okoti ye maame comfort doyo why mrashe bedwani wada na MPP fo no so ka wo mo de no si mo de mo ma tiansa mo amegina parliament am kan tie mo de nti mo amani age Samo be tena parliament ya mbekeka keka nsemwe aye nkwa kamie amose ye 50 million Ghana cedis ato ada ye di bebie women's bank na mo kobie bank na mo di sikafia we kobie bede bank na gina wo mo so kra chese budget we de amfo kra na honorable Michael Edu wo fori krom mrahye bedwani
Ghana, how would you bank? We have at least 400 million, and I would be banking. 50 million, I am the women's bank. You go free in the states. I also be just say agency Jessica Maslow says can we meet in the Maslow the Abu Safra Amama. Now this can be a bank or make a pharmacy bank, office after work as a real says can be Friday. It's when I am a budget by you said. Finance minister buyer one shut down my ancestry but almost kasi the woman said all buyer was some immune and then dialogue in the committee almost economic dialogue committee budget to say oh my way and near economic committee economic dialogue and our committee and the parliament about Samrani so the economic dialogue on prayer discover amount for the first Kanya Day, MSA Manfu. In Tomuya Butre, they are Omungu Mine, my own senior. Now, Okabisa or member sector ministers, no, and about the change to budget, no, or the 1 hour you read here. Into your transit sector ministers, never. They are shady a day, a woman put here, Omudu and Magana.
Eli akwati ye mrahye bedwani owo for krom Yera Michael Edu
Ti yegusua na medimafo aba hospital ni wasebra na de beje ayahwe so ho medimafo doctor time da so atwuma agwa na se boakwa ago wose yen kan kire so de bra yade bi tew so na ha wo ejeje wo se de ye kan kase ya efu abegina ha no a wo jeje ha yi ye be man so akwa akoto medimafo but efu jakwasu F4 0244 help mama ye de mo agia kusi na anka se budget ni mu ofe budget ni na twene ba nti budget na twene ba na anka se budget ni mu ofe na ache obi so ane ho ofe aba waja budget na to na F4 na o kan fo no budget 0244774282 0244724282 eso and have for Dr. Time daso medima for herbal hospital ebuakwa agogwa na se atwuma agoko ho na kosa oho nyade wanyina so se etie eno no efia ye bekan biem
yembo yengan
za
entibe na mekwa na
and
ye mekwa mane so me ni Richard J Kurante ekodi nkomo yes papa 75 years bi and kire se e kan se wowa atie gu ni so abonoa bo papa ya ekunu e wodwabo so nkwanta ye wodwabo so mensini mu atoye mantemu na Richard J Kurante wono ena ebebo ya mane enti ye nkwa ne ne nkodi nkomo Richard ntuto mu ene ekwa Richard ba ne ne nakasa
ayo ane ye nko yenim na panipa ade masikapa company limited wo maso data no elder Nana J Sikapa one na ka say was re nwuma konkumankuma ye opotamo no nyina sa dawroma potamo ni mpuntu edawo no nyina bam onso mpani se oni nipa na benkum ni nifa nso ne mansembo egegeye enti obi anyana famu de na potamo onum emwa ema entumi entu empon yenti enu
Kwebo ha hospital ho nso me de workers call kododo ho ya se ya me ya adoma enya afidie ya egina nchen ya se betua na mama hospital ho akododo ho odamakoma so se nyame boa me na minyesika se mesi lab de ma wo ma egusua ene benefo no edidi ho nko eno na chi no se oba wateso kwan no so na honye kura mili machine ba ma me pe ya ka na eno nso de twen load efele ho nyina ma ne ye amakama ofa wateso kwan no so almost be 7 years ago machine bia me pipia so kura ada fia na mo sa ko suit assembly say ko kura na ene ya be pa ma o na nka mo de pipi eno nso ya ka ho asem sa dina ma me so me fato me ho so ene wateso rasta a che hene ono nso wo wa ono nso bo aye ma ya fele ho asisi ano kontufu amukọ ma muton ma mukoto de ba no nyame adom nso nya chance ya obi a timi kudi ni dwa ma
yo ensemi wadi nyina tudwa bra manso data no ne watre so akwan ye tete apansem ono a turuboto han fidie na ACC sebe no omafo atimi afa so na akoni abawie pe na nyina mu no na o kyeremu se ahensem emu manso sem bi opotam ono ha adwen papa ya enya sunsanso bone ewo potam ono kanko ne mpuntu eso
tare shemu ne nubone babi a obewura bia no bo hu ana obi agbo bibi kakra etu kakra ba ise yesi wahine wo kurum ha I me say wone ono so ne police form panimfo nso be ka bom na o maye bibi e de aboa na abo ye mabunu ho ba isi a na du babi a opu obi kura na adwen a unya obi o yesi babi obi adwen wo bia na babi a adwen papa ya de ni nyina afiri nkambo mu ni ha ana baby wo kra na bro no bi wo kra bi kosi dan sima okoka wesimu wo yafa ntino ama bibia nkoso yes na say over na nsi for on there ni ya kra ka say akonwa no we ne de ama no eni we ka ye wo ka ne say ye de ahwo de ne empaibo ene kakra de nyame de ama ye so de be boa makro no mpunti akoso
ayo nti na sikapa ya semo Sikapa Company Limited penny or dan na Sikapa nene ana yati so adweni so
ya no awie kwadi esiwo
jumani bi pa ba bi din tiato ya pa to so ope 2 or 3 bedroom apartment nti uobi mia ebobo so akọ space ene reporter mo atafoa ene reporter mo afi ohim ene reporter mo abrepo ene reporter mo pa Joseph ran we agent edumo phone Bacho number in 0244 750196 0244 750196 eso na omramehwe one enka eho asem nyina okay we so kame force yanka nkyeramo adwadifo ye okumasi kropo mu sa adawro manei sade niam si akwa wo so mpagya to num kakra nti wo mu si sade mu amu bisa ye na mo sra ye so mu ntutumu ma no no ema mo no saa no ma di so nti esei no woni a eso ane mu mapampam de kwa akima ese dabia mbetua 2 Ghana cedis afi shops out or 3 Ghana cedis dabia woni eton kube woni ebokube no onum so dabia 10 Ghana cedis choba fo tua 10 Ghana cedis restaurant fo betua 3 Ghana cedis office 4 cedis ana financial institutions woni a di sikasem ehu dwuma na ase nwumaku a sikasem ehu adwuma na wonum eye 300 Ghana cedis ana bosumi bia mo betua amomo de bosumi okay nti bosumi bia 300 Ghana cedis ana mo betua no yemfa ayi kai ba do ye won to so na yenko yenanim asemo kofi boache we anadie na ba pani akua friye na dodo no afren mommy the infringed your watching 86 years na watch da paso for na no poku agman OA travel and tour Beatrice Opoku Biapo venture afi Margaret sana okay na Hega Samoa Sanako Ventures, Comfort Poku, also Comf Opoku Enterprise, ana gift yadman for Joe, Rob Gift Enterprise. Wonum ene edom yaka na ase busia ya aka na SSS adawroma wonum maame ne wona brewati obi bia ba pani akua friye mami eda ya wansore na ne na wotwe da ye nyankropon ya adom abosumi ne de toso edunsi achese kwasi ade di anim nyame ya adom a ebekoso New Swami Division School Park no eso anopa no nsia kosi anwumere no nsia paacho wonum si ahofasu no eye tuntum ene fufu black and white ena odidi na wotwe da no nti yenhya ne so na eduru honum akwasi ada ya ebe no anopa no nsia kosi anwumere no nsia abomoden aba abejam ebusua no afei wenso owura Rose baafo awua ai awonso ti ase na adro na afre na anti Rose chei na yin kai bo enie abusua pani kwabena kodua chei ya owo amafusua aso na abusua e won prae so ani kumase afei aso na abusua pani na akwasi afere agona badomase sanso ana ma Felicia chei wo kumase Evelyn Iyane ne chei kumase enowo owura lady opon nso Canada ma Mabel chei wo kumase o pani kwadwo abebie umprai so no ho ba pani ya manu Daniel akwasi baafo awua wo kumase owura osafo adu amankwa amafo UK afei benimase otemo Buadi Junction na Methodist asafo Wesley Cathedral yewo edumha maybe any Albert baafo awua UK no wo authority opoku dankwa enso ewo UK ma Sally baafo awua UK Ralph Philip baafo awua enso wo UK sa oni abusua santense ma Rose baafo awua anti Rose chei eda from Fringe de otwemi no 82 years na yentoto ye abusua se de ne tompam nyam ya adoma ya wada edi ye nanim ye echenachi ne de ne tompam ewo ni fie Buadi Junction anopa no nan kosi ahmache no nan besi anopa nonso na adofo esu ahwe na ni achi ni ahwe na ni metwato enu achi ebusu so obekata muso na afi ye ofusom akoso na ofusom bekoso Methodist Church ye Wesley Cathedral duma anopa no hotwe kosi anopa nondu iwe ofusom no afunu afesane ankaba masonti ebo modern na ebusu ase wakwa akokora no ewo kompra so Methodist emusie we are be no me no baby ndie na waduru ninchi a ye to nenem na afi ebusua se wabesi nkonwa okay University Community Center nyame ya adoma memenda awia donko kosi anwumre no nsia aye yibrane de agya obatampa kwan ade achi kwasi ada ye 16th March ebusua so obekọ na asiasoro Methodist Church Wesley Cathedral Kumasi Dumha obeba anopa no nkrompa mu kosi dumienu na waba beda nyankropon asena enu achi no osunya chiremu a wanum sikasan ya etwa 20 ye momoten na yemra yemeja wonum Obani Joseph Poku Bekon teacher Poku na adro na afre no mfrinsia de wotwenum 85 years na yi paso for asona ebusunya ye wa hwa Opani Samson Adoma con retired purchasing clerk PBC Opani oba pani adwaba ne kunafo ne oba pani Monica Poku Bekon ehwa no nso ewo emane Emmanuel Fosu Bekon ya de pemni esa kwa master well St. Peter's Catholic Church Ura Daniel Bekon Master Ulu na do efreno otonton kente wa afi ura kakari EK Gabriel sekeke ana teacher na do na afreno mamponten me primary eno chira de kwabre East Municipal Honorable Solomon Kofi Amwa nyinem assemblyman ehwa afi ura Thursday osu asuakon edi dwa won kran Samuel Koku ose champon nso Agate Enterprise and Transport Services afi Ura Cecilia Akosu Apokuya ononso eye eba woni abusua santene ne woka ene se woma won papa Opani Joseph Opoku Bekon teacher poku eda form finish ye de watwe num na ye ntoto ye nyame adom a me date ye na nim bosu de to so edunum 15th March ebusua so de ne beto mpam house number plot 122 block J ewo ehwa ahomache no 9 na odampam no nkron na kire se ye wufusom ya eno no St Peter's Catholic Church wonum na beye wufusom no de amano ho ne beye na wufusom na afie wi a ya ma emuni so de akọ St Peter's Catholic Church wonum amusie ye na yakọ akọkora eja ho memenda no ebusua kire se ehwa RCA school hono a na omusi nkonwa wi adon kokosi anwumre nonsia aye no yibrane kwasiada nyankropon ya adomo a obekọ akọda nyankropon aso St Peter's Catholic Church ye wa hwa anopa no twempa mu kosi anopa nundu afiofriwa abusua se osi nkonwa brane na wanum na chiri sikasa ewo ehwa RCA school mu wonum a na wonum eja ne kwan kura ye twato we so oba Penny Grace J Bonsu na dodo na afra na ma Bonsu mfrenchia de hotwe miensa 83 years na wono nso wodi ya wote ekro na yi paso for bretu abusua afi opani kwaku Ankra opani Kofi Adama opani John ba opani akuetiwa nana ofuri e Breman opani kwadwo Ameka opani champon e Breman opani Patrick enso Breman afi bafo asemia enso Breman sa Emma ene comfort bedukumase Susanna Donko UK Prince Adoma Comensa UK Rollins or say to Tubuachi UK yase wa enso UK onum ni abusa santen yaka ya yentimi mo onum nyina din so say nyame adomo a memenda edie nanim ya onum maame oba Penny Grace J Bonsu ama Bonsu wono nso da fom yede no tompam amache no 9 ewo house number plot 12 block C ewo Breman UGC yeah Ben Crescent International School na adofo aba abejam ebusua na animatimu no na nkron bremu abusua say St Anthony's Catholic Church ofusum bekoso ede amano ofusum ni si ya ebema emuni so na ye de akọ adwumamanhia Roma emusie na yakọ akọkora no ewo ho afei memenda no awia donko kosi anwumre no nsia abusua sinkunya brane aye yi ede agya no kwan ewo plot 12 block C Breman UGC yeah Ben Crescent International School na ade chikwasiada beko St Anthony's Catholic Church yeah ewo Breman akwakoda nyankropon ase anopa no nkron yefri na ase aso ne bape na afei ebeto ayi yo no so ewo plot 12 block C honmo Breman UGC yeah Ben Crescent International School enunti watu onsa efre adofo ejamfo sada roma yemre na yemeso wonumu abia na de na kira apaye nye wono a na epamti se na yegyina so na yede kase no asie na yakọ na menchia menua pani Madam Fosti wo akyeremade Madam Fosti mechia papa ni abusua ni nyina my sister mechia pa menim se nyame adom abusua no mo nyina mo ho ye say aja wo ahomegiem ti o jojo ho madam wabre wasum Ghana so pa retired teacher nyankropon o nhyira na wonka ho omo ne abusua ni nyina ho ban ave nana akwasi agema prempe semfini dishie nana akwasi agema prempe semfini dishie Prem School Publications nyansapo twi book papa nyansapo twi book papa ya yekenkan na yete akanka se twi kasa pa na akwasi agema prempe nwumre ma yencha no adwumafo momfa Oyerepa ni agro kra nti chiamo papa mu tintim nkrata ade nyina no na mutie Oyerepa nyame nhyira mo ene nwoma pa nso amatintim de aba adwama nso agya yenya bekenkane na yehu yakasa no na yehu ni ye nti nana enwumre ye chiao na ne apepra woso odase na no ba kwa ade ma no de ma ne ba no a wokenkan saro so si jai sede se ne ba no si oasi atitwi no nya no bi ni kura nti nana akwasi adwuma Prem School Publications nya support book papa nana ye chiao enwumre ba bia wo bia ye ko na yapon yi de muamunim bue wade mi aba sofo boy ite pani atena asefo no ai wo mu de naba ama mo ni tie ni hwe
Oyerepa FM tetikan
boy minkasa yee boy nyame nso ate me won ne ewo me ho etu onka no ma me nchai anu kra da yi behin no
nyame abona
Jesus
Abna na dia na esi
hello me ba cho me din na Asante so aba me fra free Oyerepa FM
hey you guys get the fuck out of here. The case is the fucking damn police, man. Fucking
damn police.
Eti se nne ya me manyini no a me misi me ye size woman ya me fa be ma ene ne ko outing enya aboa no se de mo na di mi o papa
hey brother yate o
What say dia?
ya na oyere kan nyina yate
Mini yo kwasia mini ye.
Yeah, man, na ko pe be ma fofo o ye
na ye di say yan kan no krenko heaven frempon so odonti no osi uniema
osi me ba so me niema die ene enya me kwa na me